Hey everybody, so yeah, 103 subscribers. I broke 100, so that's pretty awesome. I think the next big milestone is 500. At 500, you can actually apply to get like money for the ads that they put on. I don't know. It's a mixed bag. They pay money to make these videos available. And with small people like me, where we don't have that many subscribers, we don't, you know, you know, I guess they don't charge us to put these up there, and hosting isn't free, so it does make some sense that we would. It's only fair, I guess, that they can put ads on my stuff and not reimburse me for it because they are kind of reimbursing me by letting me put my stuff out here and letting people find my stuff and all that. So it's a mixed bag, but it is cool. I have 103 subscribers, and it's really neat. And of like the last three subscribers that I could see, because you can't see all your subscribers, you can only see about a third, as far as I could tell. That I could see, they were all girls, and I actually have been watching like a lot of the legal proceedings in Georgia, not proceedings but meetings in Georgia about artificial intelligence, and there was a guy that was making a pretty compelling case that like these artificial intelligences and stuff that we use are like kind of making the way like are kind of enforcing um, the way things are, so like mostly guys do software development, and then like mostly guys click to, I guess, when they present my stuff, so then they quit presenting them to girls, and then if there happened to be a girl that was interested, she probably wouldn't ever get presented with my videos, if you just do standard artificial intelligence. And to be honest with you, like the best, like if you're watching like a bunch of horses and they're all like one color, but then there's one that's a different color, and he's just or she's just an outlier from all the rest of them, and it grows up, and it's probably better than all the rest, or it's gonna be a very very good thing because it's kind of been overcoming disadvantages, but like artificial intelligence has a chance of making the disadvantages that much harder to overcome, um, which I guess would mean that the ones that do overcome it would be that much better. But anyways, that's definitely not what you were here about. And then I was watching my video from yesterday, and my God, my lip was hideous. It's definitely getting better today. We went out to eat a few times, and like little kids would be kind of freaked out and all that. It was kind of funny. Um, when I was interacting with people, like I would interact with like 10 people, and like nine of them would kind of recoil. And I kind of saw it as, well, like every one, I get to interact with 10 of them, but each one of them only gets to interact with one of me. So I get, over time, I would get the advantage as long, but maybe just because I know the baseline and all that. Again, that is not what we're here to talk about, but yeah, that's just kind of stuff I think about. So in this, what I need is for to be able to select a drop down with different kinds of lights in it. And the kind of lights that right now I have, I believe, is a point light. And I would also like to add a spotlight. Um, Now, let's just take a look because I don't really remember exactly how I did it. So I added this shape thing. Um, and then I believe there's also a type thing. So we can't use type. So um, I need to come up with a word like, I guess it's gonna be light type is the only thing I can think of. But with this, and let me see, in the meshes, is that what we see in here? No, we see text. So there's probably another. Okay, so it's not obvious. So this could be considered like sort of over engineered. But for me, I kind of want to over engineer it just because when I come up to speed, I want this to be as like tightly coupled all the way around as possible. So if I do something different, it just sort of falls apart. You know, I have to have all the pieces perfectly in place for that to work. You know, sometimes you don't want that. And your timelines and all that have a lot to do with it. And then like is it going to be a small group working on it where you guys can all get like the culture and all that, or is it going to be people spread around the world working on it where you can't really expect everybody to sync up? You know, there's all kinds of questions like that. But so I need to go look in the mesh component, mesh uh, inside the toolbox under the mesh manager, and see how I did that, because I really do not know um, how this select box got populated. I was thinking, at first I was thinking, okay, so actually it looks like I just sort of manually did that. Box geometry, sphere geometry, text geometry in a select. I guess that's okay. It would have been kind of nice to have a set of types that I sort of iterated over, but you know, like I said, I want to stay consistent, so I'm just going to copy this over, and this. Oh, so this isn't a really good because we haven't done the data dictionary for lights yet. But I'm going to go into the light manager. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the top, because I believe it's the top thing, yeah. And I'm just going to say, let's go to lights. I want to be above the intensity. So let's just do a Control F, intensity. Okay, so here's the detail form. And looks like, let's see. I'm just going to paste this here for a second. So it looks like it's set up a little differently. Yeah, over here I did divs, and over there I did tables. You know, I guess I was thinking a little differently at the time. So let's go ahead and sort of emulate that. TR, TD. And I guess I'm settling on light type. And then someone is calling me, but I will return their phone call as soon as I get done with this video. And let me paste this stuff in here. Okay, so let's see. So here I just call it the light form, and I think that makes sense. Yeah, I just call it light form. And that is because there's a form on each object. So I spent a good bit of time last time sort of undoing that for meshes, and I need to undo that for this one too. So that will definitely be part of this effort. So I'm going to move this here. And see, I'm hoping that lights already have a drop down. Oh, it doesn't look like they have a drop down yet, so I'm going to have to import that. Let's see. I believe this goes in here. So I may not need to form and then form control name. This doesn't, so we're calling this a light type. Okay, and then the values, there's only 2 of them, and it's going to default to point lights. But I think point light is a good name for it. Point light, and then spotlight. I'll tell you, my new job, we do not have the latest versions of Angular, and it doesn't provide this, like these sorts of errors. And man, I'll tell you, they really come in handily. Shoot, choose light type, and then I guess I don't need this because I think that's taken care of in there. I'm not sure. So we'll just see how that works out. And then, so let's go ahead. That's definitely going to break. Let's see if we can just get get away with. Let's see. We'll come in here and we will pull in the. I think we'll have to go look over at the mesh and see what we did over there. It's nice having a reference and not having to redo it. So select module. I'm wondering if that's going to be enough because it's complaining about the options missing. But we'll see. Select module and then so let's see what we get now. Does it still? It's not complaining over here anymore. And then Matt hit the type of light. Now it should be deeply unhappy because I do not have a form control called light type, and I don't know if, let me see, form control. Okay, so I have them. What's this, Pascal? Or no, this is camel case. I guess because it's got a little one at the front. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. Light. Add light. And then we'll expand this. Okay. So now we're kind of like in a bit of a pickle here because so the form needs to be, we're kind of doing things, just choosing the direction to do things. There's like 10 things that need to be done kind of all at the same time. So basically we would like, I guess I should add that to the interface, the light interface. So come over to the light interface, come to the light, and we'll say light type, and that is either a, how did we do that for meshes? Yeah, I like that. And it's going to be a point light or a spotlight. Those are, and I don't know if I need that. I probably don't need the light part because every time we're working with this, we'll be working with lights. So now this is so by default, things are going to be point lights. Point. And then that's nice. He's nice. Now we do want to add it to our form too. And it is light item dot light type. And so that was pretty good. Let's see. Add light, show edit form, and then so it's kind of interesting that the value didn't get picked up in here. Let's see, how did we do that in the meshes? Mesh manager. See, I think it just picked it up because of the form control. Yeah. So it's weird that it didn't pick up the light type automatically. Oh, and that's probably because of the value. It should be point and step spot. Lights. Yep. Okay. So that's good. I think that's really good progress for today. This video went a little longer than I was hoping it would go. So we're at least showing it. Tomorrow I probably need to try to get it to where I can like, what can I do? So that yeah, we'll have to go. I don't know exactly what all we could do, but we definitely need on the update. Um, well, okay, no, actually, that's not true. So we need to send this information, update this information. I do not think it is updating. So when we do, there's a subscription, update forms, add light. So we add the light, we create the form, we subscribe to changes. So we need to add some code in here to update the light type, and then we need to update light to and yeah, and really this stuff needs to move into the light service, or there is no light service. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to create a light service, but not tomorrow. So we'll update this, and then with the right stuff, and then and I guess when all the right stuff is updated, it should just work. It won't though, because we don't even have the concept of another kind of light. Everything is like, okay, so add light. So when we come, yeah, see, we automatically, so we'll have to add logic. So we probably should add logic in here, even though it won't matter because the default for when you add a light is going to be a point light. And then we're going to have to add logic in here that will see if I can change the kind of light it is. We may not be able to change the kind of light it is. We might have to destroy the existing light and change it, but I bet you can change it in place, and ChatGPT will be able to help with that. But anyway, so yeah, we got a little ways to go to get all this working. And then once it is working, then we have to move a bunch of this code into a service. And once that's done, we'll have to add the form and the subscriptions, remove them from the interface, and add and make them not part of the object, but make it a local dictionary inside there. And I think that'll be good for the light, the light round. So probably I would say five to eight more sessions, and we'll have multiple kinds of lights. There is something, actually that's probably not true. It's probably going to be a little harder because I know that spotlights have a few different attributes too. So once we actually get it to add a spotlight, then we'll have to circle back around and figure out what the spotlight attributes are. I believe a spotlight, you can say where the light starts and ends and the size of where it ends. So anyways, happy coding everybody. Bye.